Huh? What is this? That's the door. It's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Damn. We're back in the classroom. We haven't been here in a minute. Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then... why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before, when we were all gathered in the classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But, where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island? Where the fuck are we at? Oi! Oi! It's bugging out. Whoa, hey.
Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2.
I thought you said you couldn't come in here.
Dual broadcast
Ow.
system.
Yeah, I thought you said you
on?
couldn't be in
Can
here.
everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
I don't remember the layout of this map of the school. It's been so long. Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope Speak Academy." But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? And not just that, what is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Oh, it's been a minute. Leave here? Yeah, get me the fuck out of here. I think the gymnasium is on the first floor. Yeah. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope Speak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope Speak Academy that I admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go and definitely clear things up. Oh, okay, we can't go in there. Can't go in there either. I think it's here to the right, and then there's a long hallway, and then it's to the right again. It's over here, I think. Yeah, I remember. See, I remember. It's been a long time. The gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower anymore. And so, I brace myself and cautiously open the door. Oh, what is happening? Hello? Oh, okay. We're in chapter 6. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Ow, my ears! I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. I remember this. It was a normal gymnasium. What's up, guys?
Right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo,
You heard the announcement and came here too. You guys did too, right?
what's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope Speak Academy or something.
That is...
That cannot be possible.
Well,
You're right.
Yeah.
Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello! How does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope Speak Academy?
Why,
You...
you.
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time? What a shock! I just told you guys this is Hope Speak Academy.
Of course
There's no
not.
way in hell that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is! I mean, this is definitely Hope Speak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope Speak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies.
You were serious about that? I don't believe it! But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope Speak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine, fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. I mean, kind of. Someone.
Don't fuck with
Enough
me.
with this bullshit. Just spit it out already. What'd you take us, you bastard?
Um,
Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words,
It means I made this Hope Seek Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean, between?
Hey, hey, hey.
What do you mean, made?
what's this?
Oh my! Are your minds getting the grumblies? The only knowledge can satisfy? That only knowledge can satisfy. Good! Very good! It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you? It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam. Then, what is the graduation exam? Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we stay here. This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now. You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast? Meaning, you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean? I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So, please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What's going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow I have a bad feeling about this. Like he kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do you make it back to Hope's Peak? How did we make it back to Hope's Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Hope's Peak Academy? Yeah? Well, at least from what I remember, he could have fucked with it a little bit. This is Hope's Peak Academy. This is the Hope's Peak Academy that I've been admiring for so long. What in the world is going on? Damn it. Why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possesses amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? Gah. You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody, that's all. Aye. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why? Why did I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard.
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all? As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey.
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation? Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma.
However,
The Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation, but if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna do it.
Prepare yourself.
Like,
You got it. Yeah, we might be able to learn about something about Hope's Peak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we could just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, can we go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course.
Hell yes! Okay. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is. What's happened to Hope's Peak Academy. None of that matters. What's important is I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey. Hurry!
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already?
Hmm.
But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building? Even
so.
so, I don't think that we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'll just go on ahead for now.
Whoa.
Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She's obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However...
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
Alright!
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at the green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez.
Akane already took off on our own. It might be easier if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow, then left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia.
Miss Sonia.
Please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. Now I'm alone. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance toward that hope. Even though I don't understand and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening, for the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Oy. Ain't nothing in here, really? Oh, hey. What's up, Monokuma?
I knew you could do it.
Okay, so there's Monokumas in here too. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, there's nothing for me to investigate here. Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not going to fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Yeah, this is a little weird. This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? I can't go in there. I don't got a map. Okay. I guess we go right. I remember this being something here, like something big happened there. I can't go into bio. Can't go in there either. Can't go in there. This is the only thing I can go into, the dojo. I remember the dojo. There was a bunch of weapons and shit. I think somebody died here, if I recall. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. What the fuck is that? Is that an anime? That is an anime. What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope Speak Academy by Monokuma. I mean, why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with the history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope Speak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope Speak Academy. Hope Speak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope Speak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope Speak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope Speak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent, so they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy, Ernest wished a true genius would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Really, Monokuma, you couldn't have given us a little more? Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Yeah, exactly. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga. The tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it'd be just a waste of time to wonder about these things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The reserve department. The department was only built to collect money. I was one of the reserve corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again. Ah, the thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey,
Why did you forget that you were part of the reserve department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. What do you want me to say?
by the way,
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those reserve corps students.
I got it.
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to become confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on.
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve corps student. Okay. A little strange. Damn it, what the heck? Okay. That target seems pretty far away. If the production team had more time, there could have been a minigame here. Wait, what am I saying? Okay. Did it have to come out at a certain point? This cherry tree is in full bloom. It may be a tasteful sight to see a blooming cherry tree inside a dojo. But in this situation, it just looks bizarre. Is it the same thing over here? But the cherry tree is proudly displaying its full blossoms. The falling petals add to the elegance of the scene. If Hiyoko and Peko were here, it would have looked truly picturesque. For their sakes as well, I will definitely go home. There's lockers. There are a bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them have traditional looking wood-like keys sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue. There's a straw post. I guess that means it was used for training. There's a bunch of... It's an armor and a helmet. Did the map developers design this to reflect the Japanese dojo? Does this monitor serve the same purpose as the monitors on the island? If so, this would be under Monokuma's supervision, right? Is this place really Hope's Peak Academy? Damn it, what's going on? I guess that's it. It's gonna be different, right? The whole room is gonna be different. It's not. Where the fuck do I go from here? It hurts that I turn like a tank. Oh, my Chia pet. What's up? Oh, I got a Chibimi this time. I ain't giving you nothing. It's a little late. What's up, Soda?
What's going on?
This hallway, it's kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. Okay. We're doing the invisible wall gag. Can we go back in here? Is there anything in here? There's something on the thing. There's another manga? There's another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one, Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Was it the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? It's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was a trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? Okay, let's see. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Iziryu Kamukura. Iziryu was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Iziryu was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Iziryu as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Iziryu's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Iziryu's existence. But Iziryu was known as a symbol of hope, was responsible for her horrible incident. 13 students at Hope's Peak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Iziryu. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Iziryu's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. The student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, and the uprising began. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited, Danganronpa 0. I never played 0. 0 is like different though, if I recall. 0's more, it's more like an arcade game, I think. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at a Hope's Peak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident, a talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope, Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Iziryu, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here it said that the Reserve Corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I had no reason to do something like that. Shit, that's what you think. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who is the other student that isn't Iziryu? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. They really are. I thought we were like done or very close to being done. Okay, we can go in here now. I vaguely remember all of this stuff. All this stuff is from the first game. Someone died in here, I'm pretty sure. What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Well, there's another manga just lying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising of the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. Wanton? Wanton? I actually don't know. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by a high school student progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope Speak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope Speak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of the society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No
Hey,
way!
are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough. What is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. You lying like a motherfucker. I see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said in the beginning. That's what he meant when he said what he said in the beginning. Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps. No, that's definitely it. The tragedy has been added to the truth bullets. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is the Ultimate Despair Group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope Speak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's what they were called, Ultimates. Then, are the killings were involved and connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran into the freezing room. I feel like that last, little line of text, I think I didn't fuck that up. That felt strange to read. Phew, that was close. I nearly froze to death. So, where should I go next? I don't fucking know. Shit has just been opening up as we go. Back into the gymnasium? We can go in here. We haven't been in here, right? We went into 5A. Oh, hey. No, I should ignore it. I'm going to pretend I didn't see him. What's up for you, Iko? When I went inside that room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be shitty either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. What's up, Monokuma?
Hiya.
Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasantly well? You're pleasantly well, right? What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up and what did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! since it's about ultimate despair. Huh? Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. A high school girl?
yes, indeed.
Lady Junko Inoshima. Junko Inoshima.
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
don't fuck
Hold on a
with
sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
me.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power.
phew.
Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So even she recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat.
Huh?
Then what was their purpose?
Huh?
What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do that without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Inoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Inoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair what defines Junko Inoshima as Junko Inoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Inoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled the despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so, the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Inoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair they could escape from despair. Well, they dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Inoshima's name. Got it. For example, they killed their family and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Final days.
in other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the Reserve Department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,350 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded. Huh? Is that me?
Damn it.
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko Inoshima. Hey, it doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard.
Junko Inoshima's already dead. Huh? Ultimate despair has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Reserve department. Okay. What now? Junko Inoshima's already dead. What does that mean? What does Fuyuhiko know about that? Okay, we gotta talk to Fuyuhiko. Got it. Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Inoshima is really dead?
Huh?
What? You didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life, in that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about the killing school life? Yeah, I didn't have that. Like the killings we were involved in. They were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As if I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat
Oh,
her.
yeah.
That's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Inoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Inoshima is dead.
Like,
It turns out that killing school life was part of the whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope's Peak Academy, and she took away their memories? That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing. The students of Hope's Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Inoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by despair she created, she took her own life. then Junko's no more? Monokuma, say something. Monokuma's just... No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? If Junko Enoshima's already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved in resemble that killing school life? I don't know if that's how you say that. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit.
If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? Yeah, were they broadcasting that the whole time? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life? Okay. Okay. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What? Do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you
Oh well,
gonna
I
do?
just raised the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that? One step at a time. You're getting closer to clearing my character route. You're not making any sense again.
Well now.
Oh then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Okay. Yeah, I guess we just leave. Oi. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on? What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Yeah, we just need to focus up and go. Huh? Can't go in there. What's up, Akane? What are you doing? Akane's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my
Well,
gut
you know,
feeling.
it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean? Who?
So,
I don't know. It's just my gut, after all.
It's just my gut.
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. Okay. Is there any doors in here that I can go to? What about over here? Can I go in that? No. Can I go anywhere in here? That's the hallway I was in. There's a door there. Nothing here. Okay, so I have to go this way. The music room? I don't remember this room too well. What the fuck? This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Yeah, what is that? Looks like some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in a music room? And not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is a symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy. Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Okay, so now we know that the graduates were trying to stop this. It's a very nice looking grand piano, might be very valuable. Ibuki might have been able to play this. Yeah, there's just a line of code right there. What is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible they may have been targeted by Ultimate Despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko Enoshima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of the Hope Seek Academy, 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who's part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Okay. That's it. I guess that's all the clues in this room. I finally confirmed the Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope Seek Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko Enoshima and are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was the ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries. Yeah. Not like, once again, we're getting some things answered, but there's a lot of shit that's not getting answered. I just came from the music group. And we're getting like they're giving us the outside pieces of information. But at the same time, with that new information, we're just like, okay. Now we have way more questions. I'll take a C up. Hold on. This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well.
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her here anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. Yeah, there's a line of code. There are letters floating in the air like the music room from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you might exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Enoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko Enoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much an all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. I mean, yeah. Anything else in here? There's some shit about Fuyuhiko, not Fuyuhiko. I forget her name. There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters just below that. Are the names I've seen before. Those are all our names. Akane, Hiyoko. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard below that. Hiyoko Sayanji is written there. What is this newspaper? She's older. Much older. What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Sayanji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew. She was young as hell. Yeah. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in the newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean? This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hiyoko Sayanji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name? That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister? Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything. She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko's the Sayanji family's only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative. No, there's still too much of a resemblance. That's Hiyoko. Huh? What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this? I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt. What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt. Well, regardless, all the clues I've provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair. What the heck? This is the truth? If this is the truth, then Hiyoko is in this newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how could there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why? Why does this even exist? Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh? It says subjects. Maybe it means they were some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hiyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound so messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
It's better not having anything to do with time travel. It better not have anything to do with time travel. Okay. Interesting. There's the old man again. An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen this before, but the name etched in the placard says Iziryu Kamakura, the founder of Hope Seek Academy, and his name is Iziryu Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery. Okay, with this you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go to the next stage. Next stage. I'm assuming the room's gonna be different when I walk out of here. Monokuma's fucking with me, bro. Yeah, I knew it. Damn it, not again. The hallway's different from the last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can he do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about this is just going to waste my energy. Yeah, I mean, honestly, what the fuck is down there? Okay, let's go this way. We can't go this way. Okay, well. What am I looking at, bruh? It doesn't look like there's shit in here either way, so... I can't go over here, so I gotta go this way. This kind of looks like that one game, that one horror game. It's like where you just run through multiple floors, and it's like all cutesy. There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school. What does the line of code say? This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others, so we decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Okay. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then, why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up. My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway? It's exactly what it looks like. They're Future Foundation emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents. Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. There's no way that's not important. Its true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. What's that? It's a file with Hope Seek Academy seal on it. It says confidential. This means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously, Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope Seek Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. That was a bar right there, low-key. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope Seek Academy was behind something like that. I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? Okay. Doesn't seem like there's anything else of interest here. I'm gonna leave. Shit gonna blow up. Aye! Okay. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so. What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality. I have to walk through this. Okay, this is kind of crazy. Anything going on over here before I go to Akane? No, that's the pool. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Akane, help me. It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming. Akane's twitching her nose and examining her surroundings. They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me. Answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see. My gut feeling is they're both. He's right. They're both. Both? What do you mean? I don't know any details. It's just my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. I fuck with the music. Okay, get me in here. This is making me nauseous. Okay, bring it down. Oh shit! Come on, give me some. Like, you could go crazy with it, right? You could be like, bo bo. Ah, they let me down. They could have gone crazy. Wanakuma's probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. Well, there's a fucking line of code over there. The hologram again. It must be another one of the Future Foundation emails. I should read it. There's no doubt that this is another clue. The Future Foundation 14th Division, Magato... I'm not even gonna try it. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What are you doing? What are you doing is a serious act of treason. What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring to the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with your ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? The email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto, that guy. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Email to Makoto. We learn more about the remnants. I'm assuming that's it that's here? Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's it. Because there was no one here. That may not have been it. But we'll see. There's a door here. They could have gone crazy, bro. They kind of let me down. There's magazines, huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school, and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. I mean, yeah? What's that on the table? It's like a laptop? This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. It's loading. Neo World Program. This Neo World. It seemed to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World Program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World Program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World Program, the individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World Program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Okay. Additionally, the Neo World Program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Yeah, because you could fuck up and take away something, you know, core to them. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world. Program. A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ay. Ah! I screamed loudly if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that. There's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice.
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character route. I skipped all of that. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up. Including me too? I didn't see what he said, bro. Okay. Aye. Oh, we're gonna get teleported. We're gonna get teleported, aren't we? Oh!
Hiya.
Hey, did you enjoy the Killing School trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are the only first watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. He's bugging. Aye, we're bugging. Okay. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but should I go to the gym? Ay, cabrón, mama huevo. Hold on. Okay. I can't leave. Oh, hey, Sonia. You see this shit?
Well?
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Huh? The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite, which means as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh my.
I am not sure. I do not fully understand. The heck? Are you one of them, Sonia? Are you just a figment of my imagination? Can I go in here? No. Oi! The chip is bugging, bruh. Who this? Monokuma? The moment you discover the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. Okay. I'm gonna try to go in here because it's a little hard on the eyes. Boom, boom, boom. What the fuck is that? Fuck is that?